Hello there and welcome to this very special wedding-themed Owl Diary. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. So yes, we're here in a different venue today, as you can see, and it's really important I mention this. It's the first wedding we've done since before the pandemic. So it's very significant. It's a sign that things are getting back to normal. We've already done the practice flight, we're ready to go. We're just doing this before the guests come in. And Ellie here, it's like a training day for her. It's the first time she's done a wedding with Bailey, the barn owl here. Actual ring bearer, he'll be delivering the rings down the aisle. So keep watching, it'll be very exciting to see how that goes and the reaction that we get. Ellie, how are you feeling? You feeling nervous or anything like that?
A little nervous, actually, yes. But I'm sure Bailey will talk me through it. He's done it plenty of times.
Yeah,
so I'm just going to follow him.
And you can see him warming up, or he's looking around, he's getting his wings ready, so we're going to get ready in just a moment. Very quickly though, I need to say hi to Preston, who's one of our subscribers, and thank you if you've subscribed recently, it really does help. And he asked me how many years I've been doing this for. Well, falconry for 12 years now, business 10 years old. And do I have any pets? No, because I've no time or room for that. Essentially, we've got too many animals to look after. But thank you, Preston, for your comments and your support. Right then, let's go and get ourselves ready. We're going to go and hide and get ready for the actual wedding itself.
Well, for my first wedding, I think that went very well. Wouldn't you say, Bailey? He was an absolute superstar, did everything super well. I don't know what I would have done without him. You definitely showed me the ropes, didn't you? Well, I can't wait to do many more. And what a gorgeous setting.
So we've also brought along to the wedding Gizmo here, our Indian cute owl, Scops owl, and he's been getting quite a bit of attention being held by some of the guests as well. Well, yes, we've had a fabulous day here. We're about to head off back now, and everyone's been enjoying holding the birds. It's been telling them some facts about them. They've been rather fascinated, as people generally are. And the thing about this is, it's one thing we get to do in this line of work where we actually get to dress up and put on a dress or put on a suit or a tie or whatever it might be. And it's really nice to actually do something like that where it's a bit sort of fancy. So anyway, we're going to go on now, get on with the rest of the work, and please enjoy the rest of this week's Owl Diary. So in this part of the Owl Diary, I usually introduce another exotic. And warning, I'm about to get out Spinderella, our biggest tarantula. Okay, you've had your warning, here she comes. So here she is, Spinderella, our salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. They're known as the salmon pink bird-eating tarantula because of these hairs they have on their legs and on their body, and they are the colour you'd call salmon pink. Those fine hairs actually have two very good uses. One, they detect vibration, so a spider like this can hear an insect walking past, can actually hear the little footsteps with those. And they also can use them as a defence. So if a predator is approaching, they can fire them off like little darts. Now, spiders are an arachnid. So all scorpions and spiders are arachnids, which means they have 8 legs. And the tarantulas often look like they actually have 10 legs, because if you look on the front here, you can see these two here, these slightly shorter legs, actually are called pedipalps, and they're little feelers that they use to feel around as they're moving about. They're not actually legs, so they have 8 full-length legs and a pair of pedipalps there. 8 eyes as well, though their eyesight they can only see a little way in front of them. And like all spiders, have 2 body parts. So if I hold it just like this, you can see there are 2 body parts here. This chunky bit at the back is the abdomen, and the bit in the middle there is called a cephalothorax, which is a combination of the upper head and body. Spinderella, our salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. So here I am inside one of our aviaries. This is Bailey's aviary, the barn owl, and I'm just finishing off an anti-bac clean. This is one we do once a week, big deep clean. And now I'm just rinsing it off here, rinsing off that lovely stuff that smells fresh. It doesn't have a proper fragrance, but it has that just slight tinge of freshness to it. And that once a week deep clean means we get rid of all the bacteria and viruses that are on the astroturf perches, on the floor and anywhere else for that matter. And of course, intermittent cleans throughout the week. Got me multi-function hose here, lots of fun. And I think at this point of the video, I ought to do the falconry term of the week.
The falconry term of the week.
So this week I just have one falconry word for you, and that is the word muse. Now you may sometimes see a street with the word muse in the title, and essentially the word muse means home. It's a term for a home for a bird of prey, like an aviary, or a place where you keep the bird tethered under a shelter or something like that. So you'd call it a falconry muse, and we use that term quite a bit. In fact, the aviary block here, we often call it the falconry muse or the bird muse. So if you ever hear me saying the word muse, you now know that it means home for the birds. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this week's Owl Diary. Keep an eye on the channel for future videos. Right then, I better finish off the cleaning then.